the question number one is uh, vlog tweets versus real content. And by that, I mean these vlog videos were supposed to be 1 minute long. And if I keep scripting and over analyzing my vlogs, then when will I have time for actual content, like real scripted longer form content with a bit more structure and so on? One solution, I guess, is that I could not script the vlogs and just talk like I'm talking right now, maybe have some notes here and there and use those, or just riff and just rant without any structure. For longer videos, for the real content, I could take the specific ideas from vlogs and maybe structure and write them into longer form pieces and then record them. Then another question or issue is format paralysis. Like, should I commit to a format or just try whatever comes to my mind? Because basically successful YouTubers usually say that you should experiment in the beginning. So that's the time when you don't have an audience, when you can try different things and see what clicks, what feels right, and you don't have as much to lose if you do screw up and mess some stuff up. Maybe that's the way to go, to not actually, I don't know, have any predetermined checklist of things that I should be doing, and just like no scripts, no predetermined time, no specific way to do it. Like, well, I haven't been doing it anyway, but like perfect lighting and stuff like that. Two of the previous vlogs didn't even have my face in them, which they're still videos. I'm still talking in them, some B-roll or whatever, and that qualifies as video. So the idea there was that I keep getting stuck. So I keep getting stuck in my perfectionist rules or whatever. So I did this somewhat on purpose. Like, I eliminated my face from the equation because I just didn't feel like recording a video at that point, because that, I think both of those were done right before I went to sleep, and I was like, I just gotta get it done. Whatever energy or resources I have to do the current vlog is just gonna be it. And then maybe I will free up my mind from those perfectionist rules and actually try different things and find different ways to do something, right? And another thing that I wrote down is these endless meta debates. It's like I keep getting stuck debating structure, format, and goals instead of just making content. On another hand, yes, kind of creating content is sort of my ways of analyzing content, or analyzing content is my way of creating content. Either way, it's kind of the way my brain works. So I don't know. But then again, uh, it's not like I implement a lot of my analysis uh, anyway. Like my well, most of my adult life, I've been analyzing and coming up with formulas, formats, plans, ideas, whatever, and I have rarely implemented any of them. So if I just, like, if my brain just works in a way where it's like it needs to analyze the stuff, come up with ideas, and kind of experiment. I don't know. Maybe that is how I'm supposed to create content, or that's what I'm supposed to create content about. Maybe it will be useful and valuable to someone, either someone who doesn't do these analyses and could learn something from them, or someone who has a similar brain to mine and they kind of maybe want to skip a few steps and learn some stuff or formulas or whatever they can learn from my endless rants. And another point is that I realized that I'm very hyper aware that I'm talking to a camera a lot of the time, and there's like this voice in my head, or this critic that's kind of always worries about, okay, is this useful stuff? Not even worries, but is like analyzing or looking at or listening to what I'm saying and thinking, well, this is crap. Nobody cares about this. Nobody needs to hear this. There's no value in what you're saying. Or even if there is value, it has to be kind of structured, it has to be thought through before putting it in video form or in any kind of public content. Write these ideas down and then work on them and maybe then release it to the public. Experience has shown me that that's not going to happen. I'm gonna get overwhelmed, I'm gonna get lost, it's gonna take too much time and energy, I'll get distracted by other ideas, or I'll just not have time to finish analyzing this stuff. And they will just end as drafts on my hard drive or Google Drive or whatever. The point of vlogging should be, I don't know if it should be, if it's how it should be for everyone or just for me, or if it's just something that I can decide to do. But the point of vlogging could be to let go of this anxiety of over analyzing and just share my thoughts without a filter, and then just whatever. The vlogs are vlogs. If somebody wants to watch them, they'll watch them. If somebody likes them, they'll like them. If not, then not. It's not like without these vlogs I would be creating some sort of masterful content with perfect, amazing structure and tons of, I don't know, real life examples, case studies, I guess, which would be ideal, right? It would be ideal to, if you have some sort of an idea, you would test it out in the real world. You would you would gather some actual experience with it, or like real world examples. You would get some data. Okay, so I tried this and this worked, or I tried this and the result was this, and then you can get some actual feedback, or well, test results from that, and make case studies and publish research and become a scientist. But that's obviously not what I'm gonna do. This will never happen, not even close. So, why does this voice in my head even exist? Who's gonna say anything, even? Like, who's gonna care? Sure, the content will be better if there is a case study, if there is data that's been analyzed, that's been structured, broken down into whatever steps. And I've seen content like that, like but there's research teams behind it. There's, I don't know, people who will have large budgets to actually spend on creating that content. They have a lot of connections. They can interview world leading experts. So content like that exists. But that's just not what it's not gonna happen with me, at least not in like it's not gonna happen anytime soon. Maybe if I start actually releasing some crappy content, then that crappy content might improve with time, with experience, with systems that I build, and then eventually I will end up making some decent enough content where it could be monetized in some way, and by monetizing it I will have some budget to invest in it, maybe even hire people to research the or the topic, the idea that I'm working on, and maybe interview experts and stuff and so on, and then release it, and there will be a content schedule eventually. The ridiculous part is that the thing that I just said, right? That's kind of what everyone says. You're judging your idea of a perfect product, well, whatever the product is. Is it content? Is it some actual product that you're selling, software, art, design, I don't know, like some physical product, whatever that thing is that you want to create, you're judging that ideal, perfect idea, or you're looking at that idea that you would like to exist in the world, to create, and you're looking at your resources, or you're ignoring the resources, the abilities, the skills, the budget that you have, the experience that you have, and you're judging whatever you're able to create by these unrealistic ideal standards, idealistic perfectionist standards, and you're depressed because of it. You're like, this isn't what I had in mind. Like, I had in mind a castle, but this is a hut. But that's your budget, so make it the best hut you can right now, maybe, or just build for fun, whatever you can. And maybe somebody needs this or not. Just build for a while, for experience, get some experience, maybe create some. Once you get some of that experience, maybe get hired to do that for someone else, and not the whole thing, maybe just whatever part you like. Maybe you're good at, I don't know, designing the thing, or you're good at hammering nails, or I don't know, whatever, right? Like, you don't have the experience and the skills and the resources to build a yacht, right? But maybe with time you'll be able to, I don't know, learn to paint yachts, whatever. Really dumb analogies, but that's what I have got for you today. I didn't have a script writer, I didn't have any researchers, I didn't even know that I was gonna say any of this. So that's what you get. Right, so maybe the goal of these vlogs is to try be myself rather than trying to create perfectly structured content while building a plane in the air. Well, I don't know. This method, well, you know, the thing about like if you're an entrepreneur, you're trying to fly the plane without crashing it while also building it in the air. That's kind of the same thing that's happening here, especially because the content that I'm creating isn't about anything other than creating content thus far. Actually, this website or channel or whatever was supposed to be about other stuff as well, or mostly about realizing goals and productivity. But right now, my goal is to become a content creator and do it productively, I guess. Right. So that's it for today. I'm gonna cut this video a bit shorter, but I guess 20 minutes is what we're sticking to. Hopefully not, but we'll see.